Hippocampal the White Sofa is a game from Free Gamer, but what is this game all about? Well, what we do know is that you are a spaceman called Kurt C, and while he floats around in space, he's attacked by aliens, and then you fall to Earth and hit the ground. That appears to be it in terms of story. When I reviewed this game, I couldn't find any evidence of one apart from a loosely connected series of events surrounding the aliens, which only last about an hour until the game is completed. It attempts to be somewhat satirical by, to quote the developers, mocking the hero, game characters, movies, comic books, and video games. But as there is no direction or sense to it, it comes across as aimless and vague, really. But there isn't any more depth to this game, making you wonder, why am I even playing this? It's this lack of direction that is clear throughout the whole game. The controls are pretty standard for most games, W, A, S and D, and you can just look in the direction you want to travel, instead of, moving left or right or up or down based on those controls. The game doesn't really tell you where to go either, except for the very occasional arrow you might come across or a small trail of orange glowing dots. The world isn't exactly good looking either. The graphics are fairly dated, and the sound doesn't really add much because there's no music, and there's generally a very unusual placed sound effect or a sporadic collection of odd breathing noises. The game also is rather unstable. It crashes fairly regularly, it freezes as well, it has frame rate drops for no apparent reason, and even when rendering lots of data at once it seems fine, and then the next second it will suddenly stop working. So it doesn't seem to be particularly stable or reliable either. In conclusion, especially considering the game lasts an hour or so, it's not really worth the £4, $5 price tag. It's an hour long, it's not particularly interesting, the story is jumbled and vague, it doesn't really convey anything, the controls are standard but slow and sloppy, and really it just feels kind of like it's trying to do something it can't properly put across. Let us know if you agree with this opinion in the comments below. Feel free to ask any questions about this game as well, and we'll try to answer them as best as possible. Thanks for watching, and for more information on this game, check the article on our website. See you next time.